Okay, so there's a lot of anxiety going around right now about AI automating jobs away. Text-to-image models like Midjourney and Stable Diffusion are threatening artists and designers. Large language models such as GPT and open source alternatives are threatening copywriters and marketers and basically anyone that writes for a living. And then you also have models that can write code, such as Codex or Copilot. And the narrative is that soon we won't need software developers because they are getting better and better at writing code. Most developers that I talk to, though, are skeptical of this, and I think for good reason. Being able to write a function that performs a given task is impressive, but that is just one small piece of the software puzzle. A modern performant software system is much more than just the code that performs a function of some business logic. It is also an architecture that includes security and monitoring and different environments, testing, error handling, etc. So when I saw this article about a startup called Kubiya, I screamed a little bit because I see this as the actual path forward towards automating away a majority of software developer roles. Kubiya provides a chat interface, kind of like ChatGPT, that is concerned with the infrastructure of a software system. For the past several years, Kubernetes, which was developed by Google, has been the best-in-class platform for creating such infrastructure, aka control plane. The Cloud Native Compute Foundation has incubated many successful tools and utilities that are built on top of Kubernetes, and they address all the other pieces of this software puzzle. So, if Kubiya can take a human's high-level language input and translate it into a declarative Kubernetes YAML, then you can really begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel for a majority of software developers. The whole idea of platform engineering is that a platform team can build all the resources that abstract all these other non-business logic concerns, i.e., the security, the environments, the deployment, etc. Right? The platform is responsible for that, and then the developers, the application developers, can just focus on what it is that they want their app to do. What's the bottom line here? Okay, in my opinion, human software developers will increasingly become obsolete due to the capabilities of AI. Those that do retain their jobs will have a much higher level role, i.e., less so developers and more architects. So if you're a software developer right now, I would encourage you to begin looking more into the principles of a healthy, performant, resilient software system. A great place to start for this is the Reactive Manifesto, which talks about all the things that are necessary for a modern cloud-based software to really work well under all kinds of conditions. Equipped with this understanding of reactive architecture, you can provide high-level guidance to the AI for it to produce these Kubernetes YAMLs that will create your platform, as well as fill in the business logic, writing functions, test functions, etc. I believe that in the very near future, what used to take 5 or 10 developers will now easily be done with 1 or 2. Let's not even get into the low code, no code movement. Not in this video. And with that, adios.